If you're an author in your 40s or 50s and you use Instagram or Facebook, then this video is for you. You've likely noticed that the reach that your posts are getting on Instagram and Facebook is nothing like it used to be. And that's because social media has changed. My name is Brian from Hope Books. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through how social media has changed and how you can better use social media today to share your message, to engage with new readers and new subscribers, and to feel like you're actually making a difference in the world instead of just feeding an algorithm. So how has social media changed? Well, social media used to be about social. I've used Facebook for as long as it's been around, like as long as it's been publicly available. Same thing with Instagram. I hopped on the Instagram train really early. And the promise of both of those tools was that it was for people to connect to you. I saw one of our authors this morning, and all of her posts on Facebook were like talking to a friend who already knew who she was. It's because she's using it as social media, right? It's kind of like if you go to a Bible study every week, and then the fourth or fifth week that you're there, you're not walking up and shaking hands with everybody and introducing yourself. You already know them and they already know you because of social. You've made a social connection. However, social media is no longer social. Instead, it is interest-based. So let me explain the difference. With social media, the way it used to work is you would have people that you follow. Okay, so let's just say that you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram and you have 10 people that you follow, 10 people that you want to hear more from. All right, so let's say, for example, that you follow a few authors. You say, okay, I want to hear from this author, and this author. Then whenever that author posts content, when you go into Facebook or you go into Instagram, that's the only content you're going to see because that's the only content you're following. That's how it used to work. But it doesn't work that way anymore. The way it works now is you can follow these authors, right? Follow. And then you're on Google and you're looking for a vacation to Colorado. And then when you go over to Facebook, it's going to show you content about Colorado. It's not going to show you the authors that you're following. Why? It's because everything's connected. Everything is listening. It's paying attention to everywhere you go. You have connected your Facebook account to your computer, to your web browser, to all sorts of apps. And Facebook has connected to all these apps and all these websites. And so it's all talking to each other. So the big shift, first of all, number one, is to understand that we are now in a hyper connected world. You no longer have agency to decide what you're going to see. It will show you what it thinks you want to see. And you might say, that's really scary, Brian. Hey, that's the way it works. And I actually believe this because it's based on data that the algorithm, the robots, know you better than you know yourself when it comes to what you're actually interested. It's kind of one of those ideas that if you're to go to a bookstore or to a library and you were to tell a friend, here's what I like to read, then you're probably going to say something that sounds spiritual or intellectual, right? I like to read Christian living books, or I'm a student of history. But when you go to the bookstore, you go to the magazine section and you look at the latest gossip news, or you look at a catalog, or you look at, what's trending in pop culture. So the algorithm pays attention to this. All of these apps are connected. They're looking at your actual user behavior and not what you say you want. It's looking at what you actually do. And you know how it is, right? The old verse that says, the things I want to do, I don't do, and the things I don't want to do, I do. Well, the algorithm is only paying attention to what you are doing, not what you want to do. So it is a little misleading that it's interest-based media. It's actually behavior-based media. So what does that mean for you as a writer? It means that you're no longer talking to your friends. You actually can't talk to your friends anymore. Facebook will not let you talk to your friends. Instagram will not let you talk to your friends. When you write a post, and I saw an author do this, she said something like, "Hi, friends, it's so-and-so." Like she was saying who she is because she believes she's talking to her friends. But the problem is Facebook is not going to show it to her friends because her friends, through their behavior, have demonstrated they're not interested in her content. They're interested in Colorado. They're interested in the news media. They're interested in the latest song that just came out. They're interested in the shopping research that they've done. So what does that mean for you as an author? It means you need to create interest-based content, not social content. Kind of like I started this video. I started it with, this is who it's for. If you're a first-time author in your 40s and 50s and you use Instagram and Facebook, then this is for you. Now, by saying that even at the beginning of this video, depending on where you're seeing this, the algorithm of that social media platform is going to pull the words that I said in the video. It's so creepy. It will transcribe the words I said. It will know that I want to talk to people in their 40s and 50s, and it's going to show this video to people in their 40s and 50s. But not just people in their 40s and 50s, it's going to show it to people who are writers in their 40s and 50s. Now, what do I mean by a writer? Well, it's people that are interested in writing. It's people that have clicked on information about writing. It's people who have interacted with content about writing who are in their 40s and 50s. So let's really land the plane on this one, okay? If you are writing for a mom who lost a child, had a miscarriage or a stillbirth, and you have this really encouraging content that you want to share, you're not writing it for your friends. You're writing it for her. And you're writing for somebody who's actively in market, is actively searching for content regarding that issue that she's facing. So how does Facebook know? How does Instagram know? Because everything's connected. So you can take a really hard, tragic situation where this mom is desperately searching for information. She's on Google. She might be using ChatGPT. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram. She's watching all these reels about baby loss. And it's just a super sad moment. They call that doom scrolling. Like she's really having a rough time and she's scrolling. It's not going to show her content from her friends talking about their kids' musical and the football game and what's going on at church. It's not what Facebook's going to do. What Facebook's going to do is say, oh, okay, here we go. This lady is clearly interested in like miscarriage and stillbirth content. And I know this could sound like very calculated, very cruel. I just want to explain how it works. So Facebook's saying, okay, in the last 5 minutes, in the last 10 minutes, in the last 5 seconds, she's shown an interest in miscarriage content. Do I have any new miscarriage content? Do I have any viral content about miscarriage? Do I have any heartwarming, heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching videos that have had millions of views regarding miscarriage that I can show her next? That's what the algorithm's doing. It's actually trying to serve you. It's actually trying to show you more of what you're looking for. So as an author, instead of talking about yourself and to your friends, you share the content for a person with a problem. In Hope Books, we call this the XYZ statement. I hope X, overcome Y so they can Z. Every piece of content you create is for a person with a problem. And as that person with the problem is scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook and Instagram are going to say, oh, I know what problem she's trying to face, I know what problem she's trying to solve because I know what content she's consuming. This person, you, created content on that same topic. Here you go, lady. Here you go, person. This is new content. You don't even know the creator, but you know the content that you're interested in. And that's the difference between social content and interest-based content. So what that means for you is to create content where you call out the person you want to serve, you talk about the problem, and you share the promise. Be very clear, your keywords. This is exactly what we're going to talk about, and then make it really obvious in the first 5 seconds, and the algorithm is going to show your content to more people that need your message. I hope that encourages you today.